are going live now, one more time for lessons. So today's lesson, key signatures. All right. So let's. I'm just gonna use this mostly as a whiteboard again, and I'm gonna do things a little differently than it's got it on here. So I'd pay attention real quick. All right. So key signatures are what you're gonna find at the beginning of music. All right. So if I scroll through this, all right, a key signature looks like this. All right. Okay. You have flats or sharps here and here on the screen. All right. So, so we've got 5 flats here. All right. Now, here's the reason we have 5 flats. All right. We have 5 flats to prevent us from doing this. Okay. Would you rather read this on the music, or would you rather read this? Okay, I would rather read this. All right, so instead of having flats everywhere, right, we just have flats at the beginning. Okay, now there are a couple change notes in here. Okay, but we have flats at the beginning of the music. All right. Now, reading these is not hard. Okay, reading and knowing the names is not hard at all. All right, so let's talk about how you read it. Okay, there are 12 keys. All right, there are 12 different key signatures. I'm not going to make you learn every single one of them today. We're going to learn like 6, maybe, if we're lucky. Okay, maybe 6. All right, so let's talk about how you read it. All right, so, sorry. There is an order of flats. Okay, there is a specific order in which they go in. So you will always have B flat first, followed by E flat, followed by A flat, followed by D flat, followed by G flat, all right, followed by C flat, okay, followed by F flat, okay. All right, you can remember this a couple ways. I personally just remember the word bead, B-E-A-D, and then greatest common factor, G-C-F. So bead, greatest common factor. Now, I'm not going to test you on that. Really, at the end of the day, I'd just rather you know the name of the key signature. Okay, but it's good to know that there's always an order to everything. All right, and then there is an order to the sharps. Okay, all right, there is an order to the sharps. Okay, it's literally the same thing backwards, starting with F. So you go F, C, G, D, A, E, B. Okay, order of sharps, super easy. All right, so let's talk about, and by the way, stream today will be relatively short. So we're going to talk about now how we read this. All right, how do we name this? Okay, now if you can read down here, I don't know if you actually can. It looks like it's hard to read. This is D flat major. Okay, now you won't have to know D flat major, but we'll talk about it. Okay, it's what they gave me in the whiteboard setup. All right, so how do you name this? Oh, it's super easy. Okay, you go to the last flat. Okay, so this is the last flat right here. Then you back up to the flat before it, and that's the name. So you see this G flat, back up 1, D flat, that's the name. So this is D flat major. Alright. Okay, now, let's move on a little bit, okay? Okay, let's talk about sharps. Okay, so this is an A major scale. You have A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Alright, so if I were to play this, sorry. Alright, so it just goes up, C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A. Okay. Alright, if I were to mark them on here, I'll mark them too. Okay, so you can mark them. Alright, so you see all the sharps are these black keys. Okay. Alright, now that goes the same for flats. The flats are generally on the black keys as well. Alright, so now the reason I know that this is A major is because it has 3 sharps. Okay, but if you didn't know the name, here's how you figure it out. You go to the last sharp. So the last sharp is G sharp, which is right here, and you go up 1 note, which is A. The next letter name up is the name of the scale. So G sharp to A. G sharp, so it's called A. Alright. Now, like I said before, sharps are organized into different sharps are organized into a different order. They go backwards. Alright. Now, super easy here. Okay. I'll just tell you now, this is E major because we start at D, we have a D sharp, so we move up to the next letter name, which is E. So it's E major, 4 sharps. Okay. Is anybody confused? I'm going to give people a minute. I know the video is super behind right now. My internet is not working super hot right this second. Oops. Well, wrong thing. Type in chat if anybody's confused. Nope. Alright, cool. So, we're moving on. Okay. Alright, now, I did only use treble clef examples, but here are some bass clef examples. Alright, so, moving on. Alright, now let's do some practice, because really the only way you get this is practice. Alright, where is it at? Key signature identification. Alright, so, I have treble and bass clef in here. So, I have set this exercise up exactly like your homework. It won't be any different. Alright, there is a treble clef and a bass clef example for your homework this time. I'm sorry I didn't do that last time, that was my fault. So, if you have nothing, nada, zilch, 0 in the key signature, it is always C. Alright, always C. If you have 2 sharps, okay, so we're going to go from C sharp up a note to D, and that is D major. If you have one flat, this is the only exception. This is the only exception, okay? Is if you have, okay, it is set up for both. Okay, this is the only exception to the flat rule, is F, okay? You can't go back a flat because there's only one flat. So you just have to know one flat is F major, okay? One flat, F major. All right, now here we have three flats. Okay, so our last flat is A flat. We go back up a flat, or backwards a flat, to E flat. So it's E flat major. Don't hit E, hit E flat major. Okay, we have nothing, so it's C. Okay. Our last flat is D flat. So we're gonna go back down a flat, A flat. Three flats, G sharp, going up a note, that's A. Okay, B flat and E flat, two flats, E flat back down to B flat, it's B flat major. Okay, three sharps, we already know that's A. We already know this is F. Okay, now, here's what I was trying to get to. One sharp, just like one flat, you can't, well, no, you really can't. Well, you can actually. Sharps are a little different than flats. So you can actually go from this F sharp up a note to G, and it is G major. It really just helps if you know it's G major if it's one sharp. Okay? You really can, okay? F sharp up a note to G. Yes, I know it's in bass clef. All right. Okay. Two flats. We know that is B flat now. Okay, C sharp to D, D major. Okay, F sharp to G, so it's G major. G sharp to A major. One flat. Okay, we memorize that as F. All right. And I can't type. Sorry. Because I typed in the wrong thing. It now gave me a 94. I'm sorry. Okay. It's A flat. Anyway. Are there any questions so far? Wait for chat. Nobody? Okay. This should not be this hard of an activity. All right. So all your homework is doing this. Okay, if you read bass clef, I have bass clef examples. If you read treble clef, I have treble clef examples. All right. And I didn't want this to be an hour-long stream. I think that's too long. So we're going to wrap it up at like 15 minutes on stream count, hopefully. All right. No, the different clefs do not affect anything. Okay. They are actually exactly the same. So I can put a treble clef up with a bass clef. Okay. So let me actually do that really quick. So let me add the grand staff. Okay. So you notice how we have, actually this is probably the easier way to teach in general. So you have four sharps. They are both, okay, they are both moving up from D, E major. They are both E major. These are both B flat major. These are both G major. Clefs don't affect a thing. Okay. Any other questions? And I can't type, apparently, in there. Any other questions? Probably not. All right. Sorry, I messed that up. Anyway, sorry, I hit the wrong button on the software. Anyway, so that is all I have for y'all. All right. This is all I have for y'all right now. All right. So please be sure to do your homework. It is already on the hub. I actually put it on the hub already. So with that, I bid you adieu, and I'm gonna finish it up here with some music.